The question has always been, do you take steroids? Do you take PEDs? The answer to that is no. I've always told the truth. I still tell the truth.
Well, that turned out to be a massive lie. In fact, this guy's whole shtick turned out to be a lie. And if you don't know who this guy is, this is Brian Johnson, also known as the Liver King. In the last year, this man's gone from pretty much 0 followers to millions of followers based on his insane diet, physique, and character. You can find this guy shirtless eating raw liver on some of the largest podcasts out there. But this last week hasn't been a good week for our guy Liver King over here because a YouTuber by the name of Derek, who's known as More Plates, More Dates on YouTube, he released an email. And this email proved that our guy Liver King over here has been lying all along about his physique, which then led to quite the odd apology by the Liver King, which we'll get into later on in this video. But first, we gotta show what prompted the apology in the first place, which was Derek's video showing the truth behind the Liver King's physique. And this is a big story because every time someone asked the Liver King on if he was natural or if he was using some sort of performance-enhancing drug, the answer was always absolutely no.
I didn't touch the stuff. Don't touch the stuff, right? The answer to that is no. I've always told the truth. I still tell the truth. I've never taken steroids. You can do the same thing with the 9 ancestral tenets.
The short answer is no. I don't touch the stuff.
Number one, I don't do it.
So when Derek showed the world what he's actually on, it turns out the Liver King's more like a walking pharmacy.
Here's what I'm currently taking. So here's this stack, IGF-1 LR3, presumably. Been taking this for a year. CJC with IMAP, been taking this for years. Ibutamoren, also known as MK677, orally active. Omnitrope, human growth hormone pharma grade, been taking this for 6 weeks. Testosterone cypionate, 0.6 cc per week. Cruise dose, Deca, nandrolone decanoate, 0.6 cc per week, been taking this for 3 weeks. Winstrol, 50 milligrams a day. Just started this, been taking this for 3 weeks.
Step out of the way, Martin Shkreli, a new pharma bro's in town. But when he said he doesn't touch any of it, what he actually means is he's on all of it. But this video absolutely blew up and it was echoed by so many people on the internet, and that led the Liver King to promptly respond to this. And instead of doubling down again, it seems like he wanted to be honest because he titled the video, Liver King Confession, I lied. It's a 6-minute video and I'll link the full video in the description down below alongside of Derek's video, but I did want to watch some of the key points with you guys today.
Primals, I'm making this video to apologize because I f***ed up, because I'm embarrassed and ashamed, because I lied and I misled a lot of people. I've stated that this is a complicated as topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous. And after social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. And I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye. It's been tricky as to navigate. Clearly, I did it wrong. And I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
I mean, that was straight to the point. It seemed like most people with knowledge within the fitness industry knew this guy was juicing, but were frustrated because the Liver King essentially was like, no, I don't touch that stuff. All I do is eat raw organs and liver and stuff. And conveniently, he was also selling liver and organ products to his fans. And he really should have just left the apology at that, because instead, he's gonna do some really awkward spinning here that makes the whole thing seem more like damage control rather than a real apology.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called ancestral living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist.
I mean, blaming men's mental health issues for the reason that you're using roids is a little bit odd. I lied because men are suffering. Okay, Ulfric Stormcloak, very cool. I feel like he's trying to be positive and all, but it just comes across as a little bit disingenuous, especially when you consider that he has an entire supplement company where he sells beef liver, organs, and so on. Essentially, he's kind of pitching this lifestyle. This is how I got this crazy body, when in reality, there's a whole pharmacy cabinet involved. But hey, I mean, at least he's a little bit different from the likes of the Bang Energy Drink CEO, because at least the Liver King is pushing something that's not awful for you.
While spreading the message, I've been on several podcasts, and when asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said, no, I don't touch this stuff, not gonna touch this stuff, never touch this stuff. That was a lie. I've convinced myself that this had nothing to do with the ancestral message. I convinced myself that I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the am I cheating? I convinced myself that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PEDs. I've convinced myself that this was the vocal minority, usually in the fitness category, driving to an unproductive conversation. And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys. So I continually dismissed it, and I dug myself into a bigger and deeper hole.
I mean, hey, it's great that he's being open and honest about it, finally, but it would have looked a lot better if he wasn't doing this for damage control. Because I feel like he's doing this to save face. I'm definitely getting the I'm sorry I got caught vibe from this video.
I have only myself to blame. I did that, and it was all wrong. I will be better. I will talk about it openly because I believe that there's a time and a place for pharmacological intervention monitored and managed by a trained hormone physician.
Yeah, but I don't think too many people are upset with him for using roids. They're upset with him for claiming to be natural. Side note though, I do love that he's sitting there like some Jarl from Skyrim. Dude is definitely a character.
Nope. I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as never actually had gene editing done in Singapore. I made all of that up. It was all intended to be a joke, and that's an expression of ancestral 10 and 10. Have a little goddamn fun.
See, that's the problem though. It's kind of hard to just straight up take his word now. But also, to be honest, I don't know if people care too much about it. I feel like people just watched him because he was some insane dude on the internet who was shirtless, super ripped, eating bull testicles, preaching positivity. He's just an all-around oddball character, and oddball characters really go viral on the internet. Only difference now is it's 100% confirmed he's on steroids.
Ultimately, why do I do them? When I talk about the 85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues, that's me. I'm part of that statistic. This is why I work myself to death in the gym. This is why I do 12 to 15 blood-burning workouts a week, just to feel like I'm okay. Still, I have to absolutely crush myself to do so, and I'm wrecked physically and cognitively, and hormone replacement has helped in a profound and significant way. And still, I believe that the path to paradise is paved in hell.
Okay, bro, I lied because of mental health, and I'm now making this apology because I got caught. That's what I'm picking up here. Before I got caught, I called people subprimal for calling me out, but here we are. It hits a little bit different when it's confirmed now that a guy who's on steroids is calling people subprimal for essentially not being on steroids. But in videos like this, the real fun is in the comments section, so let's check those out. Can we all appreciate how much effort he puts into lying to us? He'd make a great politician, very good at lying and pretending it's been for the greater good, so it's okay. The Liver King is speedrunning the influencer lifestyle. Barely a year in the game and he's already making an apology video. A confession is not needed after you've been exposed. New ancestral tenets. Apparently that's what he preaches. He preaches like 9 ancestral tenets. 1, be a liar. 2, mislead your audience. 3, double down on lies whenever asked because money's involved. 4, when found out, try scapegoating men's mental health. 5, step 4, only necessary if exposed. That was a pretty bold move, practically saying the only reason why he lied was to save people. I lied because people are themselves is a wild take. When an apology consists of 15 seconds of apologizing and 5 minutes of justifying one's actions by saying it was all to help you, it's not an apology but damage control. Man, I've never heard such an avalanche of excuses followed by I take full responsibility. Feeling bad for the people who thought eating an animal's raw balls would make them look like this. Overall, the most impressive thing about this entire apology is when he said nope at 4:23, it was so accurate to the Team Fortress 2 engineer that I was a little bit shocked.
Nope.
That's close. Either way though, I feel like this guy's probably gonna stay around if he just keeps posting because sadly, people just forget and new content drowns out old content. And the internet content circle of life will just continue, but we'll be here to cover it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.